So, you want to know how to text? Well, first thing, you can't come across too desperate, okay? Girls don't like that. Oh, oh, you, oh, not that kind of text. Hey guys, I'm back. TutsByKai. I'm Kai, and today we are back once again in Blender, and we're taking a look at how to make some simple text, 3D multicolored text. We haven't done just a simple, just straightforward text tutorial in a long time, so I figured, you know what, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. So, we're going to select default cube by clicking him, hit delete, get rid of that. We do not need him today. I'm going to select our camera and just hit Alt-G and Alt-R to clear the rotation and location, and then hit R and X on our keyboard, and then hit 90 on our numpad, so 90, left click to confirm that, and then hit G and Y to move the camera backwards, so now the camera's right there. Hit 0 to go into the camera's view, and then hit Shift A, and we're going to search for text here. Grab that, now you can see the text is here, but we gotta hit RX 90 to rotate it so we can actually see it. It's really big, so we'll hit S to scale it down. You might have to scale it up actually. But yeah, so hit S to scale it to the proper size, about right there, I guess. Go to the text tab here on the left hand, on the right hand side. I don't know what the left is. I was never taught that. We're gonna go to font and then change the regular box here. I'm gonna go and open up a folder, and this is gonna open up our files. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go and search for my my fonts, which is in my home folder. One of the fonts I've been loving a lot is Anybody, which is a great font. So I'm going to go and use that, and we're going to hit Tab to go into edit mode and then edit what the text says. But you know, you can type anything. You can type anything. But you can type hot dog. That's a great word. You know, this is a good word. Subscribe. No, I'm joking. We're gonna just leave it on text because texy. Oh, that is so texy. Oh wow. Oh, guys, it's getting hot in here, guys. Can't believe this. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just leave it as text because that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and open up geometry here and change the extrude value until I'm satisfied with what it looks like. It's about right there. Looks pretty good to me. What is that? 0.15. If I was in math class, they would get upset at me that I said 0.15. It's supposed to be something else. I don't remember what it is because okay. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna actually go ahead and change our alignment from horizontal to left to center under the horizontal. I can't speak English. Under the horizontal category here. So now it's centered in the center of the text instead of off to the left. I'm gonna go ahead and because if you were to do this any other way, you could just create a mesh from this, which is just object, and then convert to mesh, and then you would be able to change the individual pieces, the individual faces to a different color. But I don't want to do that because you can't change what the text says later on, and that's a big deal. You need to be able to do that. So just in case you want to go back and change something. So what we're going to do instead of doing that is I'm going to go to the material tab here and go to rendered viewport shading up at the top right there. I'm going to actually grab our lamp and hit G to move it to the front like this so we can see what's going on here. Select our text, and with our text selected, I'm going to add a material. So I'm going to grab this one right here, and we're just going to make this a color. So I'm going to make that blue, right? I'm going to make it a nice little blue color. Looks really good. I enjoy that quite a bit. So hit Shift D to duplicate this. Now before you click anywhere else, hit right click to cancel the movement. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and offset this text a little bit so we can actually change its color. But before we do that, I'm going to hit this little 3 button right there, and then we're going to make a new material. I'm going to call this second color. There we go. And we're going to change the color from blue to a different color. Obviously, we're going to change it to like goldeny. That looks good, right? Cool. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the text tab here, and I'm going to change the extrude value. I'm going to change the extrude value very slightly. So we don't want to change it drastically, so I'm going to just change it to, it was 0.15, so I'm going to do 0.149. So that's pretty much all the way almost out to the edge. Obviously, you can see where the line stops right here. Right, you can see the little sliver right there. And the reason we're doing this is because what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and hit offset, and we're going to offset that a little bit. So now what we have here is this text that is very slightly offset from the other text, which gives it the idea that all of the edges are a different color. But the issue is with some specific fonts, if the fonts are weird, it's going to start doing this. So it kind of glitches out, as you can see if I turn my overlays off. It kind of glitches out. There's like some gaps here and there, and there's like issues here because this text is like really curvy right here, so obviously it's going to have some issues with the polygons, in the faces rather, and the vertices. So that can be an issue, but we don't need to extrude it this far, so that's something good. So we don't need to extrude it nowhere near that much. We just need it to be enough so we can see the yellow and it's not glitching through. So it can literally be 0.0000. Nope, that's not enough. Right, 0.0002. Yeah, that's good. All right, cool. So the first value as no, so you got to zoom out to see it glitching sometimes. So we got to just make sure that it's not. I'm just gonna put it back to that. Yeah, so that's not glitching out. Oh, it's glitching out from up here though. From really far away, it's gonna glitch out sometimes. Let's go ahead and see. All right. Yeah, so from this far away, which is about as far as it's going to be, so if at this value, it looks good. So what is that? 0.0001. So on that value, it will not glitch out, and it's still yellow on the edges, which looks really good. So let's actually go ahead and make this look better by changing the color from yellow, because that doesn't look good. So let's make like, let's do, I don't do a lot with purple. Actually, no, it's not going to look good. I don't do a lot with red. We need to do more stuff with red lately. All right, cool. So I'm going to do red on the outside, and we're going to do, let's do white on the inside. White on the inside, red on the outer edges, which looks really cool. And now, like I said, this looks like there's two different colors on the text. And the cool thing is that you can still edit the text if you want to. You can make it say something different, like subscribe. No, I'm joking. We're going to make it something say something different, like, you know, your name, like that. Or, and you got, of course, you have to change both of these. So hit tab and then change both of these fonts, because there's two here. Obviously, the red one and then the white one. So you gotta make sure you change both of those. Otherwise, if you were to do what we said earlier, and I was to convert this to a mesh, really quickly, you can see that if I turn my illusions back on, if I were to do this, you can very easily select all of these faces by going to the side view, by hitting 3 on your numpad, and then hitting this on. Selecting all of these by clicking and dragging, and then you can just go ahead and hit this little plus button, hit this secondary color, and then hit assign. And as you can see, this works the same way, and now there's two different colors. It's the same way we had it down here, but the issue is I can no longer change what the text says. It just will always say Kai. That is it. That's all it's ever going to say, which is an issue, obviously. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. That's it. The only last thing I want to say is, of course, when you try to move these, they're not all going to move at the same time. And you can also do this multiple times too. So if you duplicate this again, and then bump the extrude value down to 0.48, and then change the offset value down a little bit. Again, you can hit SY to scale it inwards, and you can have a third layer, which is also very cool. And you can change the color of this by hitting this little 4 right there, changing the base color to something different. So now we have 3 different colors, which just looks really cool. And now let's say you want to move all of these together. So go ahead and select all these by holding down Shift, and then select the one that's facing the front first, and then select the one that's facing the front last by holding down Shift still, and then hit Control P to set parent to object. And now when you grab the front facing one, so the one that's white, you can see the color is white over here, white over here. Now when you hit G to move it, you can see that all of the text will move with it, and you can hit R to rotate it. It will all move together. It just looks really cool. So that is that for today. I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. That's gonna be it for today. Yep, I will see you guys later. Peace out. Hope you learned something new. I will see you in the next one. But until then, bye bye.